Dear student, welcome to all of you in my online maths video class. Yesterday we discussed about the introduction of the quadratic equation of chapter 5, and I also explained some questions related to exercise 5.1. Some more question which is given in exercise 5.1 is mentioned here. It will be better I explain it. Here the first one is determine whether the given numbers are solution of the given equation or not. The given equation is x square minus 3 root 3x plus 6 is equal to 0, and the numbers are root 3 and minus 2 root 3. It means we have to prove that root 3 and minus 2 root 3 is the solution of the given equation or not. Then how we should solve it? First of all, we should do like this way: solution. The given equation is, what is the given equation? X square minus 3 root 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, this is the given expression. Now put x is equal to root 3. X is equal to root 3 in the left hand side of the given equation Okay, then left hand side is equal to, what is the left hand side? This is the left hand side, which is x square minus 3 root 3x plus 6. Now at the place of x we should put root 3. Then it will take this form: root 3 square minus 3 root 3 into x, that is root 3, and plus 6. Getting? Again, what we do now? Here root 3 square will be 3 minus this root 3 and root 3 will be 3, and 3 into 3 will be 9, and here plus 6. Then its value will be 9 minus 9 is equal to 0. Getting? 9 minus 9 is equal to 0, which is equal to right hand side. This implies that root 3 is a solution of given quadratic equation. Okay, very simple. First of all we write the given equation, then we should write put x is equal to root 3. From where we take this root 3? From here, the question. And put x is equal to root 3 in the left hand side of the given equation. The left hand side of the given equation is this. Okay, now put the value, and here we verify that left hand side is equal to right hand side, and therefore this implies that root 3 is the solution of the given equation. Similarly, we put x is equal to minus 2 root 3 in the left hand side of given quadratic equation, and do the same process. We will find that in this condition left hand side will be not equal to right hand side. Okay, here in this case after solution we find that left hand side is not equal to right hand side. So this implies that minus 2 root 3 is not the solution of the given quadratic equation. Okay, can you do? Now let us see the second part, next question. Okay. So here, how we solve the second question? Second question. The second question is also based on the solution, whatever we are doing here. Here the question is, if 2 by 3 is the solution of the equation this, then find the value of k. Okay. It means we are already given 2 by 3 solution of this. So given equation is what? 7x square plus kx minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Since x is equal to 2 by 3 is solution of given equation, so this implies that 7 2 by 3 square plus k into 2 by 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, this value. And after solving this, we find that this value will be like this way: 7 into 2 to the 4 by 9 plus 2k by 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, and this is equal to, this value will be equal to 28 by 9 plus here 2k by 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Again, it will take this form: 28 plus 6x plus 6x minus 3 is equal to 0. This will take this form. Okay. Then here we can write 6x is equal to how much? Minus 25. 6x is equal to minus 25. This implies that x is equal to minus 25 by 6. Here after this we have something mistake. 28 by 9 plus 2k by 3 minus 3. It will take this form: 28 plus 6k minus 27 is equal to 0. So this implies that 28 minus 27, what? That is 1. 1 plus 6k is equal to 0. This implies that k is equal to minus 1 by 6. Now let us see this question. If 2 by 3 and minus 3 are the roots of the equation px square plus 7x plus q is equal to 0, then find the value of p and q. It means we have to find the value of p and q. How we do? First of all, we write the given equation. The given equation. What is the given equation? Px square plus 7x plus q is equal to 0. Now since x is equal to 2 by 3 is root, therefore root of equation of given equation, therefore p, and at the place of x we put the value of 2 by 3, that will be 2 by 3 whole square plus 7 into, what is the value of x? That is 2 by 3, and plus q is equal to 0. It will take this form. What? It will be 2 to the 4, 4p by 9, and here it will be 14 by 3 plus q is equal to 0. It will take this form. How? The LCM will be 9. LCM will be 9, and it will be here 4p plus 42. Okay, and plus 9q is equal to 0. And finally it will take this part on. It will be 4p plus 9q is equal to minus 40. That is equation first. Okay. What we are doing? You just write the given equation. Now 2 by 3 is the roots, and you know what is root? Root means solution. 2 by 3 is the solution of the given equation. Therefore, p 2 by 3 whole square plus 7, 2 by 3 plus q is equal to 0. After finding solution, we get a relation between p and q, that is 4p plus 9q is equal to minus 42. Again, we find that x is equal to, again, since x is equal to minus 3 is root of given equation. Therefore, what we can write here, px square, so p into minus 3 whole square plus 7 into minus 3 plus q is equal to 0. After calculation, we find that its value will be 9p plus q. 9p plus q is equal to 21. Is equal to 20. This is second equation. Okay. Now here, this is the first equation, and this is second equation. Now, equation first and second is simultaneous linear equation in variable p and q. Now we can solve this equation and this equation by substitution method, elimination method, or by cross multiplication. It will be better we should solve it by the elimination method. We should try to eliminate the value of q. Here 9q, it is only q here. Then multiply by 9. Then it will be 81p plus 9q and plus 9 into 20. Now here 9q also, 9q also. To make it cancel, we just subtract from 1 to second. After calculation, we find that value of p will be 3 and value of q will be equal to minus 6. Getting? The value of p will be 3 and the value of q is equal to minus 6. So this was some important question, whatever given in exercise 5.1. Now we will discuss about the solution of the quadratic equation. Now we will discuss about solving a quadratic equation by factorization method. Yesterday we discussed about the solution of quadratic equation is possible by two methods. The first one was factorization method and the second was using the formula. Here first of all we will discuss about factorization method. What we are doing in factorization method. We know that the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx and plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of the quadratic equation, where a, b and c is a real number, a, b, c a real number, and the value of a should not be equal to 0. Today we discussed briefly about the standard form. Now the question is how we should solve it. In previous class, means in 9th class, also we discussed about the solution of this type of equation, quadratic equation, in chapter 7. Right? What we do? First of all, we multiply the coefficient of x square, that is a, and the constant term c. First we multiply a and c. That you understand? First we multiply a and c. That will be ac. Now break the product of a and c in two parts. in two parts. Let that is P and Q. Okay, what we do first? We multiply A and C, AC, and again break the product of A and C in two parts P and Q, such that if condition, if C is positive, then the sum of these two parts P plus Q should be equal to P, and if C is negative, then the difference of P and Q should be equal to P. Okay, multiply AC and break it in two parts such that if the C is positive, then the sum of P and Q should be equal to B, and if the C is negative, then the difference of P and Q should be equal to P. Okay, it means what is the purpose of the factorization? The purpose of the factorization is to break the left hand side of the quadratic equation, in the form of product of two linear equations. Okay, it will be better to understand with the help of example. Let us take one question, that is 8x square, for example only 8x square plus 15 is equal to 26x, Okay, so first of all we should try to write the given equation in the form of, in standard form of the quadratic equation. Here we can write it like this way: 8x square minus 26x plus 15 is equal to 0. Now what we do? First we multiply coefficient of x square and c. Means we should multiply this 8 and 15. This is equal to 1. Now break it in two parts such that if, what is the condition? If C is positive. So here we know that the C is positive. We should break it in two parts such that the sum of these two values is equal to B. So we should break it, and we know that it should be 20 into 6. Okay, because 26 is a 120, 26 is a 120, and the sum of, let this is P and this is Q, and the sum of P and Q means 20 plus 6 is equal to 26. This. Okay, try to understand one time more. First of all we multiply coefficient of x square and constant term, that is 15 is the 120, and break it in two parts such that the sum of 20 and 6 will be equal to the coefficient of x, that is 26. Why like this? Because C is positive. Not here, according to the condition, if C is positive, then the sum should be equal to B. The same. Clear? Now, what we do? In this way, we can write here, 8x square minus 20 plus 6x plus 15 is equal to 0. Here it will be 8x square minus 20x minus 6x plus 15 is equal to 0. This implies that, make it in group, here this and this, and it will be 8x square minus 20x. Here minus take outside, then the sign will be changed. It will be 6x minus 50 equal to 0. Getting? What is common here? X square and x common. 8 and 4, what is the SC? 4. It will be 2x minus 5. Similarly, what is the CF of 6 and 15? That will be 3. Then 3 2 is 6, 2x minus 3 5 is equal to 0. Now what is common? This is common, 2x minus 5. Okay, and here 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, what we see here at last, the left hand side of this equation means this. The left hand side of this equation is the product of two linear equations. 8x square minus 26x plus 15 is the product of two linear equations, that is 2x minus 5 and 4x minus 3. Okay. Now what we do? Don't forget it. This is our solution. Now I would like to tell you how we get the value of x. For this, we should try to understand about the zero product. Here, before solving this solution, we should understand zero product. Zero product rule. What is zero product rule? If we have two values a and b, or we can say two linear equation a and b, okay, whose product is equal to 0, then there will be three conditions. First, maybe a is equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. The second, maybe a is equal to 0, b is not equal to 0. Maybe a is not equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. And the third condition, a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0 separate. If a is equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0, then the product of a and b is also equal to 0. If a is not equal to 0 and b is equal to 0, in this case also the product of a into b is equal to 0. Here also a into b is equal to 0. Okay. Why? Because if this value is equal to 0, and when 0 is multiplied to any value, it gives 0. Similarly, if b is equal to 0 and 0 is multiplied to any value, it gives 0. And here 0 is equal to 0. Means in all the three cases, the value of the multiplication of a and b is equal to 0. This is called the zero product rule. Here we just write separately the linear equation 2x minus 5 equal to 0 and 4x minus 3 equal to 0. By which method? By zero product rule. Now what we do? This implies that 2x minus 5 equal to 0 or 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Why? By zero product. By zero product rule. So this implies that x is equal to 2x is equal to 5 or 4x is equal to 3. This implies that x is equal to 5 by 2 or x is equal to 3 by 4. And okay. Here therefore x is equal to 5 by 2 and 3 by 4 is the solution of the given quadratic equation. So first of all, what is the condition for solving the quadratic equation? We will get this. The left hand side of the quadratic equation will be equal to the product of two linear equations. Now using zero product rule, we get two roots of this quadratic equation. X is equal to 5 by 2 and 3 by 4. Now, if we put the value of x is equal to 5 by 2 here, then left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Similarly, if we put x is equal to 3 by 4, in this condition also left hand side will be equal to right hand side. In this way, we can solve the quadratic equation. So if we want to write the Write the process, solving the process of quadratic equation by factorization method. Then the first condition. First of all, we should write the given equation in the form of, in a standard form of the quadratic. Just like here, this was not in the form of, this was not in standard form of the quadratic equation. Therefore, we should write first in the standard form of the quadratic equation. Therefore, after that, we solve the left hand side of the quadratic equation into the product of two linear equation. Now use zero product rule and put each linear equation equal to 0, and finally find the value of x, which will be roots of the given quadratic equation. This is total process about the factorization method for solving the quadratic equation. Let us see some example for solving some more question. Now we will discuss about the question whatever given in exercise 5.2. You should complete exercise 5.1 and also start exercise 5.2. But it will be better to go through the theoretical portion by yourself, as well as whatever example question is given, you solve that question, and after that you start the exercise 5.2. Here, the first question is given like this. The first question, or you can say one question is like this way: 4x square is equal to 3x. Do you think that this is in the standard form? No, absolutely not. So first of all, write it in the standard form of the quadratic equation. So it will be 4x square minus 3x is equal to 0. The standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And I told you, where a, b, c belongs to real number, the value of a is not equal to 0. The value of b may be 0, value of c may be 0, but not a. Value of a should not be 0. Here value of a is equal to 4, value of b is equal to minus 3, but value of c is what? 0. Here the student solve this equation like this way also. Just like here 4x square is equal to 3x. Then here x square by x is equal to 3 by 4. X cancel and value will be 3 by 4. Okay, but this type of solution will be wrong. Why? Because I told you earlier, in quadratic equation we have two solutions, and by this method we have only one solution. Therefore, this is not the good way. This is not the good way. And if you do like this way, then your answer will be wrong, and you will be awarded by 0 mark. Then how you do? Here x square given, x is given, then we can take common x. Here 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now the left hand side of this equation, which is 4x square minus 3x, is the product of two linear equations, that is x and 4x minus 3. Now use by zero product. Zero product. By zero product rule, x is equal to 0 and 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. This implies that x is equal to 0 and here x is equal to 3 by 4. Therefore, 0 and 3 by 4 is solution of given quadratic equation. Okay, in this way we find two solutions. This is the method. Okay. Here, now the homework is, what is the homework? Solve exercise 5.2, and in next video class we will discuss about some more question, and after completing exercise 5.2. We will discuss the rule method for solving the quadratic equation using formula. Using formula, how to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, thank you.